Hi, YouTubers. It's Chriselle again. I wanted to continue going through the deck, and we are now going to do the Two of Cups, which is one of my all-time favorite cards. If you can take a look at this, it is a beautiful card, and you see, two people, or it can be a man and a woman coming close together, and they're sharing some kind of a bond. There's eye-to-eye contact. I mean, when you're out on a date or you're talking to your husband or significant other, wife, whatever it may be, you are just engaged. You want to see like into their soul, I guess is another way of putting it. And this could be even like a business partnership, something that you're connecting on. You're like, wow, we are right there. You and I, we're in the battle together. It could be people is sharing a hobby or a passion, but it's definitely a closeness. It doesn't have to be sexual or anything like that. But it's definitely something that it's an intimate thing. It's a soul connection, in other words. So once again, we want to observe the deck, and we see behind it, oddly enough, I just noticed it actually. I'm going to point this out to you. If you look really close, you see the woman in the fountain that we initially saw, her. And she's standing in the background. So again, that's that cup of emotion being offered in its best aspect. And they are definitely, engaged and who knows what. So if you're asking about, a lot of questions are, hey, how does so-and-so feel about me? A guy or a girl or whatever, or a prospective business partner. And this would tell me that you guys are like really connected, and you see eye to eye, and you have such a deep connection that it's almost going to seem like it's not even work, whether it's a relationship or whatever, to be together or to, headed off in whatever direction you're headed off in, whether it be business or a hobby or a relationship or a marriage or a friendship, whatever. It's like effortless because you're so connected. Sorry, that was kind of weird. But I wanted to show you this other deck. In fact, I think this is my steampunk deck. So forgive me, I'm not really good at remembering what's what, but I will put that below in the comments. I would like for you to kind of observe and check out the arms. It's almost like a wedding thing when you're like, oh, I want to drink champagne. Let me drink my champagne with you. And you curl arms, and you're, sorry, I don't want to spill it all over myself. And, unless I did this thing, whatever. That was awkward. But you are, arm in arm, and you're going to drink together. And it's that level of intimacy again. And within, you see like the faces of the man or woman, husband or wife, or, deep, intimate soul connection person type thing. Surrounded by water, so there's a lot of emotion and whatnot. And just an incredible bond. I mean, when you think about even when you're having drinks with someone and you're, sipping your drink, you a lot of times want that arm space and whatnot. And if you notice between these two, there's not a lot of space between them. And it could be that the connection is so close that it's almost like a miracle. Anyways, that being said, let us go into what the book actually says for the vice versa. And, oh, interesting. Well, apparently this is called That Side. And it says, when you see this side in reading, the meaning on the side is much the same. Recognition of a significant other, a trustworthy love, a blessing in Venus. If you have been shy of speaking your heart to each other, it's safe now to do so. The sunrise betokens an awakening of new wonders, as well as signaling an auspicious time to go public with your relationship if you haven't already. Now, fumbling through words, sorry, I don't have my glasses on because I just ordered them, even though that's what I do for a living. And anyways, but so apparently, public declarations, which would explain light and whatnot. I don't know about that. Maybe it's expressing to someone, hey, I really like you. We've been talking for a while, or we've been on a few dates, or you're my best friend. I really adore you, and I would like to take it to another level. Any of those things to be spoken publicly. So don't keep your feelings hidden, according to this. And let's see. Let's explore this side, which I'm a little bit puzzled because I consider like the most auspicious thing would have been like the light side, but apparently this is, I don't know, it just is. So it says for this side, when you get this side in a reading, um, while the ace warned against illusion of love under Knight's canopy, the card reassures you that you are seeing clearly when it comes to love. Two people have recognized their twin souls, and it is as if they have known each other forever. Ding, ding, ding. Sweet. You can trust your feelings and your heart's calling. The signs are good for an equal and honest relationship. Now, those of you that know me, which is really no one, know that I'm a little bit jaded about relationships. So as for, is not seeing any partnership here negatively aspected. I'm going to tell you to follow your intuition. The interesting part on this card is you do not see this lady. That is really strange. So, I don't know what that is. Anyways, you see the star, which can mean so many things like your dream, your hope, everything on the horizon, everything that you work for and whatnot. But if it were me, I would kind of designate it as maybe even like hidden love. I don't know. So, sorry about that weird chirping interruption thing. I have no idea what that was. All right, that's about all I have to say on that subject. Moving along, we are going to be doing the Three of Cups. And this is the gorgeous picture of the Three of Cups. So as you can see, she is doing an offering, almost like up to the heavens, like a spiritual offering and whatnot. And the other two are just like, wee, like sloshing upwards, and pretty beautiful card. Okay, it's not the 4th of July or anything, but they are definitely doing firecrackers. Right, fireworks. I wish we could actually see them back here. Wouldn't that be nice? So, anyways, with that being said, we're going to read this side first. Okay. It's really kind of funny. Whatever your spiritual beliefs, the expression of gratefulness is always appropriate. The priestess here is offering her cup of happiness. Happy. To her deity in acknowledgement of blessings received, practice saying thank you in as many ways as you can, in spoken words to friends and family, in actions that care for the earth, in prayers and rites of devotion. The more naturally this comes to you, the more you will find things to be grateful for. And I think that is just really awesome, is having a heart of gratitude. One thing I did want to point out that I read, and I'll, whenever you guys get your decks or you can look online, this does talk about not only the cup that she is offering, but pomegranates, pomegranates, did I say pomegranates? I don't know. Symbolize a woman's mystery, and grapes are divine ecstasy. Who knew, right? So you can see all of that being offered here. Ecstasy and divine, I don't know. Pretty heavy stuff. Okay, so now that side. And so we're looking at the back side of things. And we see two maidens, two lovelies. And the young lady here from behind doing the offering. And she is very much, I don't want to say exposed, but she's carefree, and there's just an air of purity about it and bliss, and it's the daytime. If you look closely, you see the birds in the air, so it's quite literally quite the vision. So they're just having a blast. That's unbelievable. Okay, so it says gather with your friends for just the pleasure of their company. You don't need to have a special occasion to celebrate. As French, Coco, come. My dog does not like fireworks, apparently. Come on, Coco. You don't need to have a special occasion to celebrate, as friendship itself is cause for celebration. If you have a spiritual community, you will find particular happiness with people now. You might want to go to church or temple or just rejoice together in nature. As the poet Rumi, I don't know, says, there are 100 ways to kneel and kiss the ground. So, quite interesting. But I wanted to kind of cross out with this image. Now, this one, if you're reading reversals and upright, of course, I mean, when I get the Three of Cups in the upright position, or positively aspected, however you might want to talk about it, you know, she's ready to party. It could be celebrations. It could be, it could be a quinceañera. It could be a wedding announcement, or what do they have that party after the wedding? I don't even know. It's been so long. But so any cause for celebration. I don't. It could be happy hour. It could be a date. I mean, all of these things can fall under the Three of Cups, which is really neat. And once again, you know, three in this case is just company, and you're just having fun and free to be yourself and all that. Now, watch what happens when I reverse it. Or for those of you who don't use reversals, negatively aspected. I find that really hard to say. But, so you see, obviously the cups are flipped upside down. Everything is spilling. Your drinks everywhere. It could be like, you know, getting sloppy drunk. It could be, one thing that I found about this one in the reverse would be a cancellation of plans. And I've actually made a date, and when he did not say he was going to be there, I waited for 10 minutes. Gosh, okay, that makes me sound awful. I waited maybe 20, maybe 50. Okay, anywhere from like 10 to 20 tops, I think. And I gave myself a timeline. I'm like, if you're not here by this time, and I gave him a warning text, and he was really late. So I took myself out to dinner at a different place. And when I pulled a card, it was reverse. But, you know, that guy in that certain circumstance was bad news anyways. So, yes, I was sad having my steak by myself, but I put on a brave face, and I did it. Sometimes you just have to take care of you. So it really depends on how you are pulling your cards and how you intend on reading them. And we will eventually address that as well for people that are not really accustomed to pulling cards. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. Let's look at the next one.